They say it took place in a world long, long ago. A monkey, a rabbit, and a fox struck up a friendship. In the morning they would frolic in the fields and hills. Then when evening came they would go home to the forest. They lived this way for many years, until Buddha, sovereign of the skies, heard the story of this strange friendship. Buddha was so curious to know if what he'd heard was true and decided to pay the friends a visit. He disguised himself as an old man. The old man staggered along the road until he approached the three. "You three," he said, "you are all of separate species, yet you play all together, with a single heart. If what I've heard is true, I pray thee, save an old man who's hungry." Then he set his staff aside and sat down to rest. Simple enough, they thought, and set off to fulfill the old man's request. The monkey quickly appeared from the grove behind them, carrying berries he'd gathered there. The fox was the next to return. Clamped in his jaws was a large fish which he'd brought back from the river. However, the poor rabbit, although he searched everywhere, could not find anything at all. The others cursed him, telling him that his heart was not kind like theirs. Miserable me, the rabbit thought. Suddenly, Rabbit had an idea. "Monkey, go cut me some firewood. Fox, build me a fire with it." And when they had done what he asked, he flung himself into the midst of the flames. Rabbit sacrificed himself as an offering for the unknown man. When the old man saw this, his heart withered. He looked up to the sky and cried aloud. Then he sank to the ground and began beating his chest. He then turned to the others and said, "Each of you three has done his best, but what the rabbit did touches me the most." The old man made the rabbit whole again and gathered the dead body up in his arms. He then took the rabbit and put him in the moon. Rabbit regained consciousness and looked at himself. His fur had become a brilliant white, as pure as the whitest jade. Rabbit stayed in his home on the moon, watching over the earth, and from then on he was known as the Rabbit in the Moon. From this time till now, this story has been told of how the rabbit came to be in the moon. Legend says that you can still see the rabbit in his home on the moon if you look up into the star-filled sky at night. It is here that the purest of hearts will remain forever.